So, let's talk about the Oscars this year. No, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about something else that actually happened at the Oscars. Something extremely cringy.
All these characters hold such a special place in our hearts because animated films make up some of our most formative movie experiences as kids.
So many kids watch these movies over and over
and over and over and over and over and over.
I see some parents out there know exactly what we're talking about.
Yes, let's talk about this. The Oscars, these people at the Oscars are just like, oh, animation is for kids. It's all for kids. Oh, kids like to watch this stuff over and over and over again. Ah, kids, they like their animation, and it's only for kids after all, so why wouldn't they watch it? It's for kids. Screw you. So much Oscars. Screw you, Hollywood. For still trying to put it out there in 2022 that animation is only for kids. Even though in the Oscars, one of the Oscar movies that was there is one called Free, and it's all about like a story of a person in Afghanistan trying to escape, like he's a refugee and such, and he's gay. So that's the key story there, is, he's a refugee a gay refugee trying to escape his country because of how messed up it is when it comes to, to gay people and all that kind of stuff. But apparently that's for kids. Even though Disney will tell you otherwise about gay people, they're not allowed to be in our movies. So, apparently that's a kids movie. That's a kids movie. According to the Oscars, animation is only for kids. It's only for kids. It's so just bizarre. I think that's going to become my new favourite thing with this thing, is just putting it up here, just being like, god damn it, people. God damn it. So, it's just mind-boggling in this day and age, but when you really think about it, man, nothing has really changed. We talk about the whole day and age thing, and oh, it's 2022 now, things are evolving. And no, it's just the people who had to hide are finally giving their voice out on the internet. But there's still plenty of bigots out there. What is this conversation now? There's still a lot of just stupid-minded people out there. That's it. There's still stupid-minded people who have just those simple ideas, that cartoons are for kids, animation is for kids. Yet, Family Guy is a thing, and that's very adult. Even though I watched it as a kid, but I recognized it was very much more of an adult program. The Simpsons had adult moments. There would be episodes that would start off saying, don't let your kids watch this. This is an 18+ episode, where it was all about Homer smoking weed or something like that. And they would say, it'll be in the advertising and such, don't let your kids watch this because this is an adult episode. But it's still The Simpsons, It's still Homer being dumb and doing something dumb. It was still all the same jokes, it just had weed in it. That's really it. But I guess, The Lion King, for example, it's a kid's film just because it's cartoony looking. Because when you really ultimately think about it, for one, it's Hamlet, I think is the right one. It's Hamlet. The story is Hamlet, which is, good old Shakespeare play, which the adults enjoy. It's not a story for kids, it's a story for adults. And that's what this is. It's just done in a cartoony way. But not, obviously over the top cartoony like Looney Tunes or something like that. The Lion King is a good example of just simply an amazing film. Because of just how passionate everyone was working on it. They weren't just be like, oh, let's just make a kid's film. We're just making this for kids, so who cares how it turns out. No, they went for it to try and make the perfect film, and they did. The music, like, is some of the best Hans Zimmer has ever done. It is absolutely, like, the music is phenomenal. The music is absolutely phenomenal. It deserves, like, all the credit, you know? Obviously all the other songs, Circle of Life, my mind is blanking at the moment. That's totally the name of a song. The Circle of Life is an amazing song. Actually, like, Elton John made it. I believe he made that one. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That's it. That's the other one. I think he wrote those songs, but yeah, they actually got, like, African singers and all that. So they really, did a lot for that film. For a kid's film. It deals with a lot of dark themes, with, like, Simba's dad dying, spoiler alert, Scar taking over, Scar dying in the end, being, like, whipped apart by the hyenas and everything. Like, there's some dark shit in this movie when you ultimately think about it. But, yeah, it's considered a kid's movie just because it's animated. That's it. And so, I feel like that was one of the big things with, like, Disney trying to do live action movies. It's like it's trying to appeal to the adult audience. And that's why it doesn't work, because there's no passion there. They're just trying to do the exact same thing, but with live action people. That was the big draw, I think, with the live action. I'm going to bring this movie up any chance I can on how much I goddamn hate it. The live action Lion King remake. They called it live action. They absolutely 100% constantly called it live action. And I feel like a part of that was to draw in the adults. They didn't want to be like, no, it's just another kid's movie. Excuse me. Like, they just didn't want to be like, it's just another kid's movie. They were trying to draw in those adults, those who grew up on it. And, they wanted to see a more mature take by it being live action, even though it's 100% an animated movie. Alright, 99.9%, because the opening with the sun coming up is the only actual live action scene in the movie. Everything else is animated. It's an animated movie. It's 100%, 99.9% an animated movie. But yeah, that one's like, it's safe for adults to watch because they call it live action. That's pretty much why I feel like they were calling it live action, to draw in those adults. Because, well, yeah, it's not. And oh my god, I hate Hollywood so much. I absolutely do. And because it's just such a dumb argument. It's such a dumb idea that animation is only for kids. Even if it was, does that automatically make it bad? Because they really just don't want. It just seems like they don't want adults watching kids, what they consider kid stuff. Who cares if we do? How to Train Your Dragon, for example, they're amazing movies. From what I think, they're like nostalgia critics' favorite trilogy, or like the first one I think is like his favorite movie. He's an adult and everything, and yeah, they're such amazing movies. There's so much effort that goes into these movies. The third one, like, DreamWorks has not been able to do a movie compared to has never been able to do a better franchise than this in terms of how good it looks. The third movie looks absolutely magnificent. Absolutely, they kept getting better and better. Again, it deals with some heavy themes of people dying and all that, and just I don't know, like there's so much work. That's it. That's it. It's so much. There's so much work that goes into these. Goes into like these movies. There's so much work, so much effort that goes into them. Same with gaming. Gaming is for kids, as Some people will have you believe, or it's probably Hollywood would have you believe. A lot of reviewers for Sonic will have you believe, or something like that. Just like, oh, because it comes from a game, it's all kids, it's nothing, it's only for a kids movie, blah blah blah. There's so much effort that goes into these things, so much just to be called it's just for kids. Who the hell cares? That's that's how I feel Hollywood sees about it. It's for kids who actually cares that much. Because I know they don't care about animated stuff. They really, really don't. Besides Disney. But guess what? Disney kind of owns the Oscars. Or like they have a lot of money in it or something like that. I can't remember. It was just something I saw. Disney has their hand in the Oscars. So if Disney pops up on there, it's no surprise really. But yeah, again, a lot of effort in these movies. The animation, it takes years to make these movies. And when you see the final product, you can see why. You can understand exactly why it would take so many years just to be called a kids movie. It's just my kid watches this over and over again. I only saw Lion King because my kid watched it.
I just want to congratulate all of you. During a raging pandemic, you made a movie. I didn't see any of them. I didn't see them. But I have a toddler, so I just watched Encanto 190 times.
And what did you think of it? It's just a dumb kids movie. Screw you, then, for just not enjoying films. Why are you in the film industry? For like people, Hollywood and all that. Why are you in the film industry if you don't care about these kind of movies? If you don't care about like the amazing talent that goes behind them? Why do you not care about the amazing music, the amazing scores? Why do you not care about amazing, well done characters that people give a crap about? The reason why kids watch these over and over again is because they're extremely enjoyable movies. Because we love the characters. Kids understand that more than what Hollywood does. Hollywood doesn't understand why people like movies. They don't give a shit. It's just bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre kind of thing to still be going on about. Still be going on about 2022. Just that, yeah, no, Adam, it's just for kids. Like, Hollywood, please, just grow up already. Grow out of that. Because, like, here's the thing as well. Like, whenever I talk to a random person or whatever, who asks me, like, whenever I have to talk to, like, job providers and all that kind of stuff, they'll ask me, what do I do on the side? What do I do as hobbies and such? It's like, oh, I do YouTube. Like, what do you do specifically on YouTube? Because I don't want to just be like, oh, I do YouTube, I'm a gamer, woo. Which I'm not. That's not my channel. That's not who I am. But that's instantly what they gotta think, is that I'm just a lazy gamer YouTuber kind of thing. It just, doesn't do anything. No offense at all. No offense at all. What was my point? And so then I will tell them, to say, oh, I specifically do reviews. I do reviews of old TV shows I watched as a kid, old like cartoons and like cartoon movies. But then I feel extremely embarrassed about it. It's not something I generally feel okay to talk about because there's such a hate to adults watching kids' movies. And, so on and so forth. But they're generally some of the best stuff I watched. The most imaginative stuff I've watched is kids' movies. How to Train Your Dragon, Lion King are two of my favourite movies. Moon, Guardian of the Moon. Loved that movie. Really interesting world. Really interesting characters. That, I was still... that was just one of those movies I just saw on a shelf one day and decided to, try it out. And it's a great movie. It's great. Just in terms of just the world. I think I still gave it, a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10 when I reviewed it. A bit of an old review now, but if you want to go check it out, then, yeah, go check it out for sure. At least, yeah, check out that movie. It's such a good interesting world. But yeah, it's a kids movie, so who cares, you know? And it's just so disrespectful. It's absolutely 100% disrespectful to not even give them a chance to just be like, oh, I'm just going to put this movie on and I'm just going to put this movie on for my child and not give a shit at all. This is how you get like Sausage Party. That's it. This is how you get issues with people who like take their children to go see Sausage Party. Because they don't give a shit at all. Because it's just an animated movie. It's just a cartoon. Who the hell cares? It's got to be for kids. And it's not. It's not. It is 100% not a kids movie. But a lot of people took their kids to go see it because they thought it was a kids movie because it's an animated movie. I don't understand normal people. You know? I don't understand people. I don't understand straight couples. I don't understand the straight couple of a mom, dad, has a child, maybe 2 children. You know, that's the normal kind of nuclear family, I think is a term. Mom, dad, 2 children, a brother and sister, or 2 brothers, 2 sisters, you know, and they don't understand the world. They just know their lives. And yeah, just the simple terms of just an animated movie is, you know, a kid's movie. Just no. There's so much stuff out there that's just they're not. And they deserve your respect. They deserve respect. An amount of damn work goes into it. It's a damn shame. It's an absolute damn shame. Because I bet, you know, if you sat any one of these people down, gave them Blender, a 3D program, and told them to do something in 3D, they would not be able to. And it's like, yeah, because it's a lot of work. It's not easy. It takes, like, there's a lot of training, understanding of the programs, understanding of just everything, you know? It's like the fact that people who worked on The Lion King, on the original one, because I did do it in the remake, which is, goddamn, just... people who worked on the original Lion King, they actually went to Africa to study it, to draw it up, to look at the animals up close and everything like that. You know, they put in the effort. They put in the effort. Compared to the live-action remake, where they didn't bother going to Africa or anything, they just looked up Google and just went, oh, the skies don't actually look that pretty, apparently. They do. It's like, oh, that shot was just on one good day. One good day. Maybe if you went to Africa, you might actually see it. It actually can be quite beautiful. I hate that movie. Yeah, you know, like... Again, to me, The Lion King is a good example of an amazing film that should not just be considered a kids' movie that you put on for your kids. Because it's an amazing, amazing movie with so much talent behind it. So much work and effort for a movie that was expected to fail. Disney, this was a B movie to Disney. Like, Pocahontas was the main focus, main film. I still have not watched Pocahontas. I still haven't actually watched that movie. I probably should to do a review on it. I probably should. But, yeah, I never watched that film. It was always The Lion King. And to this day, like, as I got older, the more I respected it, you know? Like, maybe as a kid, I was just like, Timon and Pumbaa, they're funny, haha, farts, you know? But as an adult, God, can I appreciate the hell out of this movie for just being like one of the best movies ever made. It was like, yeah, over here. It has like the best CGI moment in history that can never be repeated today. With the wildebeest, that was an amazing what do you call it? It's amazing feat for animation, for CGI. It was like absolutely incredible for its time, and that does not get enough recognition because no one actually realizes it's actually CGI. It's just incredible because, like, yeah, it's absolutely incredible how well it blends in. Well, even today, you watch movies today in live action that are for adults, that the CGI looks like crap. A kids movie that is predominantly in 2D got it right because they put in the effort. They put in the effort to basically make AI for the wildebeest. They did it, and it's absolutely incredible what they did. But it doesn't get recognized as something because who cares? It's a kids movie. And I don't think I'll ever understand that. Now, it could be because I'm a furry, and I really, really want to fuck this dude. Blazie, remember to edit that out. Or not, just do something about it. But that's not the only reason why I love this movie. Again, like, I may be a furry and I like, talking animals. I like that kind of stuff. But that's not why, I feel like I would still like The Lion King if I wasn't a furry. I still did, growing up. I still very much liked The Lion King. I think before I was a furry, we would still watch it. Pretty sure the 3D, Lion King 3D came out, and me and my brother were like super excited to go see it, to go see Lion King in 3D, which this is one of the best 3D films. Honestly, they, like, again, they put in the effort to make it all 3D. And it looks so cool in 3D. Like, a lot of cartoon movies look really, really good in 3D because they can use the extra layers. They can use the layers of the drawing to make it look 3D. Yeah, honestly, one of the best 3D movies, easily. But yeah, we were super excited to go see The Lion King 3D, as teenagers, because it was just a fantastic movie. And I don't feel like I would appreciate, I don't think I would like myself if I was an adult who didn't care about cartoons. Because you're missing out. You're missing out on some of the best stories, some of the best characters. I think that's another thing, yeah. You would be missing out on some of the best stories and characters just because you think it's a kids' movie. No, don't ever think that. Don't. Oh, I'll murder you. Yeah, I will. I'll kill you. Because, like, yeah, it's just, it baffles the mind. It absolutely baffles the mind. Anyway, that's it for this argument. I hope the sound is working. I hope everything's working out with me moving it about and such. I did prepare very well. This is kind of just this is just me just kind of deciding, hey, let's make a video. Like, yeah, this is just me deciding, hey, let's just do a video on this. So, again, no script planned. Good little practice for this thing, for my microphone. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it a like. And subscribe to our channel, because I love you. Do hit that bell icon. And this fox says, be who you want to be. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this whole argument, the whole thing, the whole stupid the Oscars are. You really just want to slap them sometimes. Anyway, guys, bye for now.